RC Robbin. Thank you for joining me. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. So imagine if the actors from the Marvel Cinematic Universe were to play Major League Baseball against legends past and present. That's what you'd have right here in a 162 game regular season from start to finish on YouTube. This is game number 115 out of 162 plus. And I say plus because obviously I want to make the playoffs and win the World Series. Right now, my team is in the National League West. They're in second place behind the Los Angeles Dodgers, 3 games back. And today, game number 115, we are playing the Dodgers. So this is an important matchup. Let's start this game up. Avengers versus Dodgers. These are the starting lineups. As you can see, the Dodgers have a 3-game lead in the division. Dodgers are in first place, Avengers in second place. I hit, I pitch, I field. I do not run the bases. I let the computer run the bases for me, and I do play-by-play. So welcome. Thank you for watching. Please like the video. So live, get ready for some Major League Baseball as the Hollywood Avengers visit the Los Angeles Dodgers. Don't forget to hydrate. On the mound for the Los Angeles Dodgers, Zach Godley, making the 23rd start of the season, is 6-6, 4.47 earned run average. Leading off for the Avengers, Tom Holland. He's hitting .358, 14 homers, 64 RBIs.
The shortstop,
Tom Holland plays Peter Parker, or checks the swing, pitches low, ball 1. Dodgers 74 and 40, first place in the NL West. The Avengers are in second place in the NL West. So obviously Tom Holland plays Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And he's out in front, swinging and miss, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. 72 degrees in Los Angeles, California. Perfect day for baseball. Sets and delivers. Did he check it?
Did he go?
Yes, he did, according to the first base umpire. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. And he slices it down the right field line. Playable. Thames makes the catch 1 away. Starting lineup for the Avengers. Tom Holland leads off, plays shortstop. First baseman is Robert Downey Jr. The catcher, Chris Evans. DH, Mark Ruffalo. Chadwick Boseman's at third. Dave Bautista's in right. Sebastian Stan is in left. Vin Diesel is in center. And Clark Gregg, agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., second base, batting ninth. Next up, Robert Downey Jr., first baseman, hitting .295 on the season. And he's late on the knuckle curve. Fouls it off, strike 1. He has 16 homers and 67 runs batted in. 1 out, top of the first, no score. And he pulls it foul down the right field line, out of play. Count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. And it's a shallow fly ball to center field. Racing in is Finley, making the catch for the second out.
Batting third, the catcher, Chris.
Next up, Chris Evans, the man who played the original Captain America, Steve Rogers, hitting .318 on the season. Switch hitter batting from the left side against the righty, Godley. That's a line drive, base hit. It's a 2-out single. He can do this all day. Chris Evans is at first. We're in the top of the first. Here's the replay.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 84.
Next up is the Incredible Hulk, Mark Ruffalo. Mark leads the team in homers and RBIs. .334, 23 homers, 94 runs batted in. 2 outs, runner leads off first. Down and in, ball 1. Mark's not the first man to play the Incredible Hulk in the MCU, but he is the best by far, in my humble opinion. Line drive over the third baseman and into left field. It is a 2-out single. Back-to-back singles. Makes it first and second with 2 away. Here's the replay. Smash over the head of Joe Torre at third base. Next up, the late, great Chadwick Boseman. I say late and great because, as you well know, we lost Chadwick to colon cancer in 2020. May he rest in peace. Chadwick's hitting .334, 14 homers, 56 runs batted in. 2 on, 2 out. Here comes the pitch from Dodger. Grounder, third base, jump throw from foul territory. He drops it, and everybody's safe. They're going to give him a hit on that, I think. Yeah, they're giving him a hit because it was a tough play. So it's bases loaded, back-to-back-to-back hits. With up steps Dave Bautista, or Drax the Destroyer from the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise. 316 on the season. Swing and a miss out in front. Strike one. Big first inning for the Avengers. Ground ball, foul. So the count will be quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Dave. Bases full of Avengers. Here's the pitch from Zach. Knuckle curve is outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Earl Hendricks is the man calling balls and strikes behind home plate. Don't know if he's real or not. Don't care. Hope he just calls a good game. Strike 3 called, and they leave the bases loaded. After half inning of play here at Dodger Stadium, it's the Avengers nothing. The Los Angeles Dodgers coming back. This is Avengers Baseball. On the mound for the Avengers, Tom Hiddleston, or Loki in the MCU, 13-5 with a 4.55 earned run average. And leading off for the Dodgers, third baseman Joe Torre hitting .335, 28 homers, 81 runs batted in. Here's the first pitch of the game. And he's late on the fastball, slicing out of play for strike one. Just gets a piece of the changeup, count quickly 0-2. Line drive, soft line in foul territory. Black Panther makes the catch 1 away. Starting lineup for the Dodgers, Joe Torre's at third, Xander Bogaerts is at short, Stan Musial's at left. Big Papi, Dave Ortiz at first. Robbie Cano is at second, Steve Finley in center. The DH, Willie Calhoun. Eric Thames is in right, and Tucker Barnhart behind home plate batting ninth. 344, 30 homers, 87 RBIs. Xander Bogaerts steps up to the plate with 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Fouls it back, strike one. No score here in the bottom of the first. This is the second game of a 3-game set between these rivalry ball clubs. Dodgers slaughtered the Avengers. Swing and a miss, high.
0-2.
Chased it. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Bogaerts. Dodgers slaughtered the Avengers yesterday 9-0. So Dodgers are looking to win today and even this 3-game set. Swing and a miss. Struck him out this 2-way. First strike out of the game for Loki. Here's the replay.
The left fielder. Musial.
Stan the Man Musial. 2 outs, bases empty. He's hitting .374. 41 homers, 105 runs batted in. Ground ball through the middle. It's a 2-out single for Stan the Man. Big turn at first. He's going to second. The throw is in time. Throws him out to retire the side. So after 1 inning of play, no score. Nice throw by Don Cheadle. No, check that. I am Groot. Vin Diesel in center field makes the throw. So we go to the top of the second. Up steps Sebastian Stan, the Winter Soldier, hitting .263. And the left field today.
Number 16.
Checks the swing. Pitches outside, ball 1. And he hits a line drive, which will be caught by the right fielder. Nice sliding catch for the first out. 1 pitch, 1 away. Next up, Vin Diesel playing center field today. I am Groot hitting .292, 3 homers, 12 RBIs on the season. That's a line drive, base at the center. It's a 1-out single. And the Avengers have a base runner here in the second inning. Here's the replay.
Batting none.
Hard line drive up the middle.
Number 85.
Fast and furious. Oh! Next up, Agent Coulson, 207, 210 RBIs. And it's a lazy fly ball to center. Easy play for Finley. And there are two. Coulson is retired. Clark Gray. So the lineup turns over. Tom Holland, who flew out in the first inning, steps up for his second plate appearance. It's been a little bit of a slump lately. Slider or changeup, better yet, in there for strike one. Milky curve inside, count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. Runner leads off first, 2 outs here in the top of the second, no score. Low, 2 balls, 1 strike. Ground ball up the middle, fielded. Tries to go for second, it's safe, so it's going to be an infield single for Tom Holland. The runners will be at first and second with 2 outs. And again, they're getting their hits with 2 away, just like in the first. Next up, Robert Downey Jr., also known as Iron Man. Fastball, sinking fastball, outside ball 1. Tony Stark, the man who started it all. Runners lead off first and second. Count is 1-0. It's a fly ball to center. Easy play for Finley to retire the side. So, inning and a half baseball in Dodger Stadium. No score. Oh, yeah. So we go to the bottom of the second. Up steps Big Papi, David Ortiz. David Ortiz played for the Boston Red Sox in the 2000s. 297, 32 homers, 91 runs batted in. Set and delivery. Inside corner. Strike 1. High, counting as 1 ball and 1 strike.
1-1.
Tom Hiddleston on the mound. Swing and a miss. Chases a slider down the end. Count is 1 and 2. Tommy looks sharp. Slicing the other way, racing over is Sebastian Stan. He makes, it's off the heel of his glove. It's going to be a double. I think they'll probably give him an error. At least they should give him an error. What's the call? They're going to give him a double? No, E7. Error on Sebastian Stan in left. Absolutely slices it down the left field line. Not an easy play, but should have been caught. He kicks off the heel of the glove. So the Dodgers will have a runner in scoring position. The second baseman, Robbie Cano. Robbie's hitting .274 on the season. Fouls off the fastball, strike 1. Ground ball past the diving attempt by Tom Holland. It'll be first and third with nobody out here in the bottom of the second. They are in good position to score. First and third, nobody out. Tom Holland with short cannot come in with it. Next up, Steve Finley. 284, 22 homers, 73 RBIs. Pulls the fastball down the right field line for strike 1. Fouls off the 2-seam fastball. 2 quick strikes on Steve Finley. Steve Finley played in the 1980s. He was not a Hall of Famer. He was an all-star in the 80s. Played for the California Avengers. Fastball high. Count is 1 and 2. Low. Count evens 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. There's no score, but the Dodgers have first and third. They are threatening. Strike 3 called. Steve Finley's retired as 1 away. Second strikeout of the game for Loki. Next up is the designated hitter, Willie Calhoun, 286, 18 homers, 64 homers. Comes the pitch. Inside, off the plate. No, call the strike. Count is 0-1. Fouls it upstairs behind home plate. And there are 2 quick strikes on Calhoun. Calhoun had 2 home runs here in yesterday's 9-0 win. So, I'm sure he'd like some of that right now. Grounder, 4, 6, 3, double play, side retired, and they get out of it after 2 innings of baseball. Still no score here at Dodger Stadium. We go to the top of the 3rd, upsets Chris Evans. Singled in his first at-bat.
The catcher, Gregg Evans.
Fastball, cut fastball, finds the outside corner, strike 1. Chris Evans was the original Captain America. He plays Steve Rogers in the MCU. Out in front of the changeup, swing and a miss. 2 quick strikes on Steve. And he guys it the other way. Shallow left. Musial is there, makes the catch, and that's the first out here in the 3rd.
The batter,
National League West standings, as you can see, the Hollywood Avengers have taken the place of the San Diego Padres in the NL West, and they are 3 games behind the Dodgers. So they need to win today to keep pace, otherwise they'll be 4 games back. Next up is the Incredible Hulk, Mark Ruffalo, who singled in his first at-bat. 1 out, top of the 3rd, no score here at Dodger Stadium. Out in front of the knuckle curve, swing and a miss, strike 1. This is Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Welcome to the stream. Please like the video if you have the chance. Checks the swing, inside, count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Hard ground ball up the middle, knocks it down. Xander Bogaerts picks it up, throws, not in time, should be an infield single. Yep, scores table says it's an infield single. So it's a 1-out single for the Hulk, who's 1 for 2 today. We checked that 2 for 2 now. Next up is Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther. In the dirt, ball 1. Chadwick played Black Panther in the MCU. May he rest in peace. And he's out in front, pulls it foul, count is 1 ball and 1 strike. This is game number 115 of a 162-game created franchise. Ground ball up the middle, knocked down by the pitcher. Godfrey picks it up, throws to second in time for the force. So it'll be a fielder's choice out at second, and there'll be 2 away. Nice play by Zach Godfrey. And he's not feeling so good. Will he come out of the game? Oh, he doesn't look good. No, he says, trainer, sit down, I'm fine. So next up is Dave Bautista, or Drax the Destroyer from the Guardians of the Galaxy. Struck out in the first with the bases loaded. It's up now. A runner at first and 2 away. He's going, pitches in there for a strike. Throw down is not in time. It is a stolen base. Wakanda forever, baby. Stolen base by T'Challa. And there'll be a runner in scoring position with 2 outs for Drax. Count is 0-1. And he skies it to center. Will it dunk in there for a hit? It will be caught to retire the side. So, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left on. At the end of 2.5, it's still no score here at Dodger Stadium. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hydrate. So, bottom 3, Eric Thames, the right fielder, steps up against Loki, Tom Hiddleston. Fastball in there, strike 1. Line drive into the teeth of the shift. 1 hop to Phil Coulson, throws to first in time, and there's an out. Nice play. Okay, for some reason they're showing us the National League West again. Again, the Hollywood Avengers are 3 games back in the division. They win today, they're 2 games back. They lose today, they're 4 games back. So the catcher Tucker Barnhart is stepping to the plate with 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. He's at a 251. Fastball inside corner, strike 1. I am RC Robbin, and this is Avengers Baseball. Here comes the pitch. That's a line drive to center. There is I Am Groot. Vin Diesel makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Lineup turns over for the Dodgers. Joe Torre lined out in his first at-bat. He is 0 for 1. Joe is known probably more for being the manager of the New York Yankees during those dynasty years. Fastball misses low and outside, ball 1. He was a great player in his own right. I'm not sure if he was a Hall of Famer, but he was close. Played catcher, played third base. Outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Grounder to third, fielded by T'Challa, throws to first in time. And there are 3 outs. 3 innings completed. No score at Dodger Stadium. This is Avengers baseball. Oh, yeah. So we go to the top of the 4th. Up steps Sebastian Stan.
Leading off,
He's 0 for 1.
the left fielder, number 16.
Ground ball, base hit through the box. Leadoff single for the Avengers here in the top of the 4th. Maybe they get something cooking this inning. They've been shut out now for 13 straight innings. Here's the replay. Dodgers have shown some excellent pitching. So it was a shutout yesterday by Jake Odorizzi. Godfrey is working on shutting himself. Vin Diesel singled in the second inning. He's up to 1. Ground ball fielded. Torre over to second for 1. Back to first. A double play. Round the horn. And there are 2 away here in the top of the 4th. And the Avengers just can't seem to get anything going. But here's the replay. Joe Torre over to Robinson Cano. And then over to Big Poppy. Next up, Gregg. Clark's 0 for 1. Clark plays Phil Coulson, agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Fouls it back, strike 1. Low and outside, count evens 1 ball and 1 strike.
1-1.
Swing and miss at the knuckle curve, count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Couldn't center it. Slicing down the right field line, out of play. Count will remain 1 ball and 2 strikes. Went too far in the dirt. Strike him out. Throw him out. Side is retired. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Godfrey. And after 4.5, still no score. This is Avengers baseball. So we go to the bottom of the 4th. Up steps Xander Bogaerts, who's 3 for 5 with a homer in the series, but he struck out today. In there, strike 196 on the radar gun. Tom Hiddleston throwing some magic. Chases a slider, swing and miss. 2 quick strikes on Xander. Xander Bogaerts plays for the Boston Red Sox, current modern day player. Low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Try to give him a chase. Hiddleston has 13 wins, going for win number 14 on the season. Outside, count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes on Bogaerts. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase the high fastball. It's the first out and 3rd strikeout of the game for Loki.
Now batter.
Here's the replay. Terrible angle. I guess he just up in his eyes, couldn't resist. Next up is Stan the Man. Legendary player, Hall of Famer. Got a single in the first inning. Fastball in there, strike 1.
0-1.
This is an important game. This game evens the series. Dodgers won yesterday 9-0. And he pulls the fastball foul. Out of play, counters quickly, no balls and 2 strikes on him, usual. Did he go?
Did he go?
No, he did not. Pitch is low, counting 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pops it up. short left field. There is the third baseman, Bozeman, to make the catch for the second out. So two-way base is empty. Up steps David Ortiz, who reached on a two-base error in the second inning. Technically, he's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss, the high fastball, strike one.
No ball, 1 strike.
Change-up floats in there for strike 2. Again, another 0-2 count on these dodging hitters. Fouls it upstairs behind the plate count will remain no balls and 2 strikes. This is Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you for joining me. Please like and subscribe. A little late on the fastball. Fouls it up the third base line. Out of play. And we'll do it again. And he skies it the other way to medium left field. Winter Soldier retires the side. It was a 1-2-3 inning for Loki. And after 4 innings of baseball, we got no score. Oh, yeah. Pitcher's duel. Top of the 5th, up steps the leadoff man Tom Holland, who's 1 for 2 with a single and infield single. Godley sets and delivers. Fastball, sinking fastball is a low ball 1. And that's a deep drive. It's got a chance. It is 1 hop into the wall. 1 hop into the seats. Pardon me. A ground rule double. Number 29 on the season for Tom Holland. Down that left field line. I thought it might have a chance for that short porch down there. Low wall. Landed on the warning track. Hopped into the seats for a leadoff double. Next up, Robert Downey Jr. 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts. Needs to get that run over to third base. And I think he will. I'll do more than that. As it hops in there, bounces to the wall. It's going to be an RBI double for Iron Man. We love you 3000. An RBI double, and the MCU now leads 1-0. That's double number 18 on the season for Tony Stark. He is Iron Man. Next up, Chris Evans. Still nobody out here on the top of the 5th. Evans is 1 for 2 with a single. Called the check the swing, but called a strike. The home plate umpire count is 0-1 on Steve Rogers. And that's a line drive. It bounces in there. He's going to make the turn at third and head home. The throw to the plate is not in time. It is an RBI single. He can do this all day. Captain America, or at least the original Captain America, gives the MCU a 2-0 lead as the pitching coach makes that stroll out to the mound to slow things down. Zai Hydrate. Not a sponsor. Still nobody out. Up steps Mark Ruffalo, the Incredible Hulk. Runner leads off first. Change up outside, ball 1. Mark is 2 for 2, 2 singles today. Sure he'd like that to continue. Out in front, in the dirt, blocked nicely by Barnhart. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Chris Evans leads off first. 2-0 MCU. Low and outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Inside, hitters count 3 balls, 1 strike to Mark Ruffalo. On deck is Black Panther. And he pulls the cut fastball down the left field line out of play. The count will go full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out. I'm sure that he will not take off at first. And he skies it to right. Playable for Eric Thames. And there is 1 away. Finally, they've retired the Hulk. He's 2 for 3.
Now batting.
Next up, Chadwick Boseman. Black Panther 1 for 2 with a single. Runner leads off first. Big lead first. He's going. Pitches outside. The throw down is 1 hop, not in time. Stolen base. You can do this all day. For Chris Evans, He is now in scoring position for Chadwick Boseman with 1 away. Nice tag, actually, by the second baseman. So, count as 1 ball and no strikes. Did he check it?
Did he go?
Yes, he did. Count will be 2 balls and no strikes on T'Challa. Ground ball to the third baseman. He'll have to hold. Throws to first in time, 2 away, and the runner does not move. So Chris Evans will remain at second with 2 away as Dave Bautista steps up. Dave's 0 for 2 today. Struck out with the bases loaded and then flied out in his second at bat. And he fouls off the knuckle curve, strike 1. Dave's hitting .330 with runners in scoring position this season. Inside off the plate, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. In the Dodgers bullpen, right-hander Anthony Bass, left-hander Brett Martin are getting loose. Runner leads off second, 2-0 MCU here in the top of the 5th. And he pulls the foul. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. This is Avengers Baseball. Hello, Mr. Outlander. Welcome to the stream. Always a pleasure to see your name in the chat box. Low, count evens at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner leads off second. Here comes the pitch from Godley. Knuckle curve just misses outside. Count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the payoff pitch from Godley. And he hits it in front of the mound. It's a tapper jumping out of his crouch. Barnhart throws to first. Not in time. It'll be an infield single. They're going to give him a hit on that. A number at the plate. It's a swinging bunt base hit. Look at this. Moving to third is Chris Evans. Barnhart jumps out as fast as he can. Plants, throws, not in time. So runners will be at first and third with 2 away as the Winter Soldier steps up. 1 for 2 with a single today. He needs a 2-out hit to get that runner home from third. And he grounds it. Foul down the third base line. Strike 1. And he's a little late on that knuckle curve. 2 quick strikes on Sebastian. Count is 0-2. And that's a line drive which looks like it could be headed for the gap. And no, it doesn't head in the gap, but 1 run will score. And he will make it to second. It's an RBI double for Sebastian Stan. And the MCU now leads 3-0. It's his 9th double, and it's a clutch 2-out hit to put another run on the board. 3-0 MCU. And that'll be all for Godfrey as Chris Russell comes in the pitch. He's 6-1 with a 5.29 average. He will deal with 2 runners in scoring position and face Iron Groot Vin Diesel, who's 1 for 2. Pitcher's high, ball 1. A single could make this a 5-run lead. Inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Vin Diesel is a part-time player, giving a day off to the center fielder, Don Cheadle. And he hits a line drive, headed towards the right center field gap, but Finley measures it out, makes the catch to retire the side. Thank you, Mr. Outlander, for the compliment. 3 runs cross the plate here in the top of the 5th. At the end of 4.5, it's the Hollywood Avengers 3, Los Angeles Dodgers nothing. So we go to the bottom of the 5th, and I have a feeling we're going to go to our sideline reporter, Heidi Watney. Fortunately, there's something wrong with your microphone. We'll send a technician down there to fix it. But in the meantime, we go back to the plate. Stepping up is Robinson Cano, who is 1 for 1. Here comes the pitch from Loki. Line drive, foul ball, strike 1. Checks his swing sliders off the plate inside. Count as 1 ball and 1 strike. Ground ball through the middle. He hits against the shift. The shift was on. He gets a lead-off single here on the bottom of the 5th. Had they been playing up straight, as you can see, he hits it into the normal position for where the shortstop might be. So that time the shift didn't work. Next up is center fielder Steve Finley, who struck out in the second. Here comes the pitch. Pops it up in the infield. Charging is Bozeman, straddling the third base line, and makes the catch for the first down. Tom Hiddleston, league leaders in wins in the National League. Cy Young and his brother Thor Odinson, Chris Hemsworth, are tied with 17. And there's also a three-way tie for second. As you can see, Tom Hiddleston is on that list. So, one away, up steps the designated hitter Willie Calhoun, who grounded out in the second. He had 2 home runs yesterday. Fastball inside, ball 1. And he fouls off the slider, count as 1 ball and 1 strike. And he lines it down the left field line, and it will roll for days as Sebastian Stan runs down, throws it in, rounding third and heading home as the base runner, and he will score. It's going to be an RBI double for Willie Calhoun, and the score is now MCU leading 3-1. Here's the replay. So the tying run will come to the plate here in the bottom of the 5th. Eric Thames grounded out in the third. Inside off the plate, but called the strike by the home plate umpire. Count is 0-1. Runners at second in scoring position. Eric hits it foul. Strike 2. Chases the high fastball, fouls it upstairs. Count will remain no balls and 2 strikes. And he waits on the slider, but pulls it foul down the right field line. Off the plate, count is 1-2. Checks his swing, but home plate umpire says he went too far. Called him out on strikes, and it's 2 away. So, next up is the catcher, Tucker Barnhart, who's lined out in the third. He's 0 for 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 outs. 3-1 lead for the MCU. Late on the fastball, fouls it into the Dodgers dugout. Tucker Barnhart hitting .328 with runners in scoring position, so he's comfortable with that runner over there at second base. Ground ball up the middle and through. Rounding third and heading home. The throw to the plate is in time. No, it's not in time. Looked like the tag was applied in time. Home plate umpire says that it's an RBI single for Tucker Barnhart. Let's look at the replay. It's a 3-2 lead for the Avengers. Let's look at this. Oh, did he get the hand in there? Let's see. Oh, according to the umpire, he did. So 3-2 Avengers lead. 2 outs. Lineup turns over for the Dodgers. Joe Torre is 0 for 2. Misses high and outside, ball 1. So it was a 3-0 lead here in the middle 5. In there, strike 1 on Joe Torre. They scored 3 runs in the top of the 5th, and now the Dodgers have battled back to score 2 times in the bottom of the 5th. Looked like a strike, called the ball by the home plate umpire. The count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Grounded to second. Tossed to the shortstop to retire the side. But again, they had 2 runs across the plate. And after 5 innings of baseball, it is an official ball game. The Avengers lead 3-2. Oof. So we go to the top of the 6th. Up steps Clark Gregg. Clark plays Phil Coulson, agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. 0 for 2 today. Backup player. Infielder extraordinaire, playing second base today. And he fouls off the fastball, strike 1. Not a very good player, but, you know, gives people a day off from time to time. Pops it upstairs behind home plate, out of play. The count is now quickly 0-2 on Gregg. Ground ball to the first baseman, fielded by Big Papi. Ortiz steps on the bag before the first strike.
The batter, number 8. Shortstop.
Next up, Tom Holland, 2 for 3. He's got a single, a double, a run scored. He's got the average up to 360 on the season. Just gets a piece of the sinking changeup. He leads the team with batting average with that 360 average. Line drive, base hit to center. It's his third hit of the ball game. Mr. Outlander is having fun. He's LOLing me. I don't know what it is that I said that was funny, but I hope I didn't insult you in some way, Mr. Outlander. Line drive, base hit. Next up, Robert Downey Jr. against the lefty, Chris Russell. Sinking fastball, outside corner, strike one. My son sees me grab my wife's bra to put it in the laundry. He says, Dad, why are you grabbing your booby pad? Booby pad. It's funny. Here comes the pitch. Pitch out. He's stealing. The throw is not on time. Oh, bad call by the umpire. They need to replay that. They pitched out. Chucker Barnhart's throw was offline. This is practically paying rent on that second base bag, and they still called him out. What a bad call by that second base umpire. Nevertheless, there's 2 outs and the bases are empty. And Tony Stark pops it up in foul territory. Ortiz makes the catch to retire the side. So after 5.5, there's some questionable umpiring in this game, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Hollywood Avengers 3, the Los Angeles Dodgers 2. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. Up steps Xander Bogaerts, who struck out twice today. Here comes the pitch from Hiddleston. Looked like a strike, called the ball. Interesting. Swing and a miss at the slider.
1-1.
Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Fouls off the changeup, 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on the fastball, 96 on the radar gun. That's strikeout number 5 for Tom Hiddleston. Here's the replay. Was it a strike? Oh yeah, right down the middle. Cutting action towards his hands. So next up is Stan the Man Musial, 1 for 2 with a single in the first inning. Fouls it off, strike one. Why are you grabbing your booby bag, Mr. Outlander? Low with the slider, count as 1 ball, 1 strike. Stan Musial, 9-game hitting streak. Out in front of the fastball, swing and a miss, count as 1-2. And that's a line drive headed towards the right center field gap, and it will roll all the way to the wall. And he will stop at second with a 1-out double. That is the tying run in scoring position for the Dodgers. Double number 36 on the season. And I'm sure it was, my friend, I'm sure it was. So, the Avengers were killed in Game 1, 9-0 by the Dodgers, putting them 3 games back in the division. So in order to tie up this series, they need to win today. So this is a big game for the Avengers. Up next is David Ortiz, who's officially 0 for 2 at the plate. Swing and a miss at the fastball, strike 1. Out in front of the changeup, swing and a miss. 2 quick strikes on Big Poppy. And he skies it to left, deep but playable. Sebastian makes the catch for out number 2. So with 2 outs, up steps Robbie Cano. Robbie Cano is an all-star baseball player. His best days are behind him. It's 2 for 2. But I don't know if he's a Hall of Famer. I think he's got to get to that magical 3,000 hit plateau in real life, and then maybe we'll reevaluate. But he's definitely an all-star in his career. Out in front of the slider, swing and a miss. Count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner in scoring position at second. 2 out. Bottom of the 6th. 3-2 lead for the Avengers. And he pulls the fastball down the right field line, out of play. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Deep drive to right. Back goes Batista to the warning track. In front of the warning track, retires the side. So 6 innings complete. The Avengers lead 3-2. This is Avengers baseball.
Yeah.
We go to the top of the 7th. Chris Evans steps up from this time, switch hitter batting from the right side against the lefty pitcher, Russin. Evans is 2 for 3. Down and in, ball 1. We need this win. We need this win to tie this series at 1 game apiece. Fouls off the sinking fastball, count as 1 ball and 1 strike. Doesn't matter what happened in game 1 if we win the next 2. That's my approach. Line drive up the middle and through. It is a leadoff single for the original Captain America. He can do this all day, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Evans is 3 hits today. Here's the replay. Ground ball with eyes. Next up, Mark Ruffalo, the incredible home. 2 for 3, 2 singles. That's a deep drive. It's got a chance. Back goes Neutral at the warning track, makes the catch for out number 1. Just got under it. Nailed it, but right under it. Couldn't get enough. Didn't get enough on it. 1 away upsets Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther. 1 for 3 with a single. 1 out, top of the 7th. And that's a line drive, which is going to head over into that corner. And he's going to go to third. He is safe at third. Throw to second. Not in time. It is a double for Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. And there are 2 runners in scoring position for the MCU here in the top of the 7th. And up steps Dave Batista, and he's going to be intentionally walked by the Dodger manager. It's an interesting decision. With 1 out, he wants to load the bases in order to face.
Now batting, number 16.
In order to face.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, pitching change. Anthony Bass is 5 and 5 with a 5.14 earned run average. He wants to face Sebastian Stan, who's 2 for 3. A single, a double, and RBI. Bases loaded with 1 out. Interesting strategy. Change up in there, strike 1. As you can see, Evans is at third, Boseman at second, Dave Batista at first. The Winter Soldier Sebastian Stan at the plate counts 0-1. Change up is low, check the swing, counts 1 ball and 1 strike. Low, 2-0. Nowhere to put him. If he walks him, they force in a run. It's a 2-run ball game, so. Here comes the pitch from Bass. Inside, 3 balls, 1 strike. On deck is I Am Groot, Vin Diesel. 1 more ball, and they force in a run. Nowhere to put him. Let's see what happens. That's a line drive headed towards the right center field gap, and it will run for days. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. The third run is rounding third and heading home. The throw to the plate is not in time. 3 runs will score. It's a 3-run double for Bucky Barnes. His 10th double of the season, and they've opened up a 4-run lead as the Avengers now lead 6-2 here in the 7th inning. Oh yeah! So that decision to load the bases to pitch to Sebastian Stan came back to haunt the manager of the Dodgers. First pitch is outside to Vin Diesel, 1 for 3 with a single. Runner is second, 1 away, top of the 7th, 6-2 MCU. Pulls it foul. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Vin Diesel's hitting 360 with runners in scoring position. Jams him. Short center field, racing back. Oh, it jumps in there for a hit. And they're going to go to second to throw to third instead of the second to hold the lead runner. Now, instead of it being first and third, it'll be second and third as the trailing runner. They're going to give him a double. I don't agree with that, ladies and gentlemen. I think it should be a single and then advance to second on the throw to third. I don't think it should be a double off the bat. Nevertheless, there are 2 runners in scoring position for Clark Gregg with only 1 away here in the top of the 7th. And that is a ground ball. It'll be an RBI ground out for Phil Coulson. And the MCU now leads 7-2 And Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. got it done. He got the run home. So there'll be a runner at third base with 2 away and a 5-run lead for the MCU. Lineup turns over. Tom Holland has 3 hits today. Runner at third, 2 outs. Needs a hit to get that run home. Let's see what he can do. Can he get hit number 4? Pitch is high, ball 1.
Nope.
Just misses off the plate. Counts 2 balls and no strikes to Spider-Man. Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 1
Over the
strike.
top of the changeup. Counts 2-1. Chase the pitch in the dirt. Checks the
3-1.
swing. Hitters count. 3 balls and 1 strike. And Bass came out of the bullpen and he's doing nothing but throwing softballs. Hard ground ball up the middle, knocked down from his knees, throws to first. Gorgeous play to retire the side and save a run by Xander Bogaerts. But get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. They score 3 times. No, check that. They score 4 times. And as we celebrate the 7th inning stretch, the MCU leads 7-2. Oh yeah. So, for those of you that are curious, once a game I like to show this. Options, gameplay. Hitting difficulty is on All-Star. Pitching difficulty is on All-Star. Oop, oop, oop. Discard changes. That was a mistake. Hiddleston. Fastball in there, fouled off, strike 1. Fouls it off, strike 2. Hiddleston is feeling good. It's only thrown 78 pitches. He now has a 5-run lead. Just misses off the plate inside. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Now,
Swing and a miss, down and in, screwed him into the ground like a corkscrew. That's strikeout number 6 for Tom Hiddleston. Here's the replay as I continue to hydrate. Don't forget to hydrate. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Up steps Willie Calhoun. Willie has an RBI double today. He's 1 for 2. He's been a thorn in the Avengers side. As you can see, hitting against the shift. The throw to first is not in time. Batista almost had him at first. He hit that ball so hard through the teeth of the shift that Batista literally had a chance to get him out at first. So, he's 2 for 3. Up next is the right fielder, Eric Thames. 0 for 2 today. He's hitting 211 on the season. Inside corner, strike 1. 1 out, runner at first. 5-run lead for the Avengers. Slider in there, strike 2. 2 quick strikes on Eric. Ground ball 4, 6, 3. Double play. Side is retired. So after 7 innings of baseball, it's a 5-run lead for the Avengers here in the 2nd game of a 3-game set. They lead 7-2. This is Avengers baseball.
Your attention, please.
Taking over pitching duties for the Dodgers is Brett Martin. This is game number 38 out of the bullpen for him. He's 1-3 with a 5.15 earned run. And stepping up to the plate here in the top of the 8th is Robert Downey Jr. He's an RBI double today. He's 1 for 4. Lefty pitcher against lefty hitter.
nope, that's
Fastball outside, ball 1. Attendance 46,591 here at Dodger Stadium. And he chased that pitch high in the zone. Pops it up. Robbie Cano makes the catch behind second base for the first out. Next up, Chris Evans, 3 for 4 with an RBI and 2 runs scored. He's got that average up to 322. He is a switch hitter batting from the right side against Brett Martin. And this one is just going to be a shallow fly ball to right. And there are 2 away. Next up, Mark Ruffalo, 2 for 4, 2 singles. Hasn't had a home run in a while. Skies it upstairs, out of play, strike 1. He leads the team with 23 homers. He's on pace to hit 40, but... And he grounds it foul at the third baseline, but he's a little behind his own pace. 23 is not a lot of home runs in this league. And again, grounds a foul. Count still no balls, 2 strikes. Again gets a piece to stay alive. (7-2) lead for the Avengers. And he jams him to the second baseman. Cano throws to first to retire the side. So we go to the bottom of the 8th. It's a 5-run deficit for the Dodgers. 7-2, Avengers lead. Tucker Barnhart steps up to lead off. He has an RBI single today. He's 1 for 2. Hiddleston is still out there. He's only thrown 84 pitches. It's a drive to center. Racing over is I Am Groot. Makes the catch. Diesel, fast and furious. Yes, I said it. I apologize. Couldn't help it. Couldn't help it. 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Joe Torre is 0 for 3. Steps up, looking for that first hit. At the knees, strike 1. Line drive, and there's that first hit as it hits off the left field fence. It's going to be a 1-out double for Joe Torre. He's now 1 for 4. I think it's time to get somebody up in the bullpen. That's double number 29 for Joe Torre, and now a 10-game hitting streak. Here's the replay. Good angle. I love that low angle from looking up the third base line. So, before Xander Bogaerts hits, manager, bullpen. Josh Brolin is going to warm up, and the manager is going to send the pitching coach to do a mound visit. Xander Bogaerts is 0 for 3. He had 3 hits yesterday in a homer, but 0 for 3 today. So, going to leave him in. Obviously, he's doing something right. In there, strike 1.
0-1.
And he skies it to right. Deep but playable for Batista. Makes the catch. He's tagging. The throw is a long throw, and he's going to be cut off. It's actually not worth it. There's no way he would have been able to throw him out of third, so Holland cut it off. So there's 2 away, runner at third for Stan Musial. 2 for 3, a single and a double. Because he's a single and double, you know what? The manager is going to go to the bullpen and bring in Josh Brolin. The man who played Thanos in the MCU comes in out of the bullpen.
Your attention, please. Now pitching.
He's pitching in his 27th game of the season. His record is 3-1. He has 2 saves. His ERA is 3.14 in just under 29 innings pitched. And he swings at the first pitch and skies it to medium left, near the line. He makes the catch to retire the side. So we go to the top of the 9th. It's a 5-run lead for the Avengers. The MCU leads 7-2. Oh yeah. Ha-ha. Leading off the top of the 9th is Chadwick Boseman, 2 for 4, 2 singles.
The third baseman, number 20.
Pitches outside by Brett Martin, pitching in his 2nd inning of relief. Count is 1-0. And he pulls it foul, counts 1 ball and 1 strike. Ground ball up the middle. Diving, stabbed by Bogaerts, throws to first in time. Again, another highlight reel play from Xander Bogaerts at shortstop. Look at this. This is the 2nd time today he has dived, gotten his jersey dirty, and thrown out a fast runner from his knees. So, with 1 away, up steps Dave Batista, 1 for 3 with a single. And he jams him. Over the shoulder catch for Big Poppy over there at first for the 2nd out.
Now batting, number 16.
Next up, Sebastian Stan, who's 3 for 4 today with 4 RBIs. He had a 3-run double in his last at-bat. That's a day. Inside ball. 7-2 Avengers lead. Outside, 2 balls and no strikes. That ball is high, It is far. That ball is in the corner and it bounces into the seats for a ground rule double, number 11 for Sebastian Stan. I thought it had a chance to make it over that short fence in left field, in that left field corner near the foul pole line, but almost was a brilliant catch by Stan Musial and left, but it hops over the fence. So runner in scoring position with 2 away. Vin Diesel, I am Groot, 2 for 4. And he skies it to left center field. There is Finley to retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 left on. At the end of 8 1/2, we go to the bottom of the 9th. Last licks for the Dodgers. They need 5 runs to tie. This is Avengers baseball. All right, so as Big Poppy gets ready to step in there on the bottom of the 9th, he's 0 for 3 today. We are going to, the manager is just going to go to the bullpen and just warm up the closer just in case anything crazy happens. I'm not intending to bring in the closer, but you never know. First pitch is lined foul for strike 1. Josh Brolin might be messing with those Infinity Stones, getting himself into trouble. Pitch is in the dirt, count as 1 ball, 1 strike. It's like, fine, I'll do it myself. Swing and a miss. 2-seam fastball, count as 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. There's 1 away in the 9th. The line for the pitcher of record, Tom Hiddleston, 7 2/3, 8 hits, 2 earned runs, no walks, 6 strikeouts. Should the score stay right as it is, he will get his 14th win of the season and be 14-5. Next up, Robbie Cannell. Fouls off the fastball. Strike 1. Ground ball up the middle and through. Again, he beats the shift. So it's a 1-out single for Robbie Cannell. And they got a little life left in them here in the bottom of the 9th. Here's the replay.
Steve Finley.
Next up, Steve Finley. Fastball in there, strike 1. Steve is 0 for 3 today. Ground ball. Robert Downey Jr. towards the second for 1, back to first. A double play, side retired, ball game over. Avengers win, and even this series at 1 game apiece. Avengers win 7-2. This is win number 72 on the season for the Avengers, and they are now 2 games back in the division. This series is tied at 1 game apiece, and Tom Hiddleston, a.k.a. Loki, gets win number 14 on the season. And again, the Hollywood Avengers, 7 runs, 18 hits, 1 error. Los Angeles Dodgers, 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors. Tom Hiddleston gets the win, Zach Godley gets the loss. Sebastian Stan is 4 for 5 with 4 RBIs. He is your player of the game. And this has been a presentation of Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you for watching. Special thank you to the Outlander who popped in and had some comments for me. I appreciate you, Mr. Outlander. For those of you that may watch this on tape delay, give the Outlander show an opportunity. He has a really cool YouTube streaming channel of his own. Got a lot of really cool content. Check him out as well. So the final here at Dodger Stadium. The visiting Avengers win 7-2. Thank you. Have yourself a great night.